So many people have come out and said, Newsom, resign. I mean, even President Donald Trump said you should resign. And some are saying, you know, the recall is actually a waste of time. It's going to take too long, too much money. What is your response between resign, recall? I don't see him resigning.
I don't either. And, you know, he's so self-centered that this guy could have committed mass murder himself and been caught on video and still wouldn't resign. He's that type of person. It's about him, and he believes that he's always right and everyone else is wrong. And that's fine. But the other side of that resignation that everyone wants is what? Someone has to replace him. And by the California state constitution, we have a line of succession. There is a separately elected state lieutenant governor, in her case, Eleni Kounalakis, who no one other than like 4 people here have ever heard of, because she's done nothing other than just be a puppet of Newsom, and she's been hiding for the last 8 years or so, or 6 years or so since she was elected. And she would be put into the governor's office. And guess what? If you don't like Newsom, you're going to hate Kounalakis. You look at the time that he has left in office, it's a couple of years, right? Yeah, he will be gone in 2 years. 2 years is a very long time for someone like Newsom to remain in office. You can create a lot of damage in that span of time. And I think people forget what Newsom was able to do just in the last week, let alone
But how quickly can the recall happen, realistically?
So, you know, you need to get a certain number of signature. I think it's 1.5 million thereabouts. Don't quote me. And then once that happens, it goes through a process where they have to get it, you know, verify them and get them on the ballot. And create a special election in this case, because there is no midterm election. The midterm election would be the end of his current term. And so they'll have to call a special election. And I think right now there is so much dislike of Newsom. There's so much disapproval and frankly, so much hatred of Newsom going on because of his obvious failures and his unwillingness to accept any accountability, pushing it onto local officials, for goodness sakes.